Okay, so go north, go east, go west, read the sign. And then we're gonna make 4 string variables, and I'm gonna name this as a next position 1 equal nothing for now, and let's copy and paste 2, 3, 4. Okay, so next position 1, 2, 3, 4, and here, from here, we're gonna set some text to these 4 string. Next position 1 is a monster. So this next position means the next location or next event. And in this game, if you go north, you will encounter a monster. And so position 2 is a sword, because you will find a sword if you go east. And the next position 3, what is it, pipe, and the next position 4 equal sign, like this. Yeah, so we have 4 choices. And first let's take care of this read the sign. And so we're gonna make another method here, or function. I'm gonna name this sign as sign. And I think we can just copy this. And yeah, change this text. And this time the sign says line break, monster up head, and one is back, and nothing, and this is also nothing, and next position 1 is a starting point. And also we want to change this image, so this time we will access to this game image view. So gs.game image view, and then type like this, set image resource, and r dot drawable dot time sign. This r means this resource folder, and this drawable means this one, drawable. So we have copied these images to this drawable folder, so, and then sign picture, this one. So by typing like this, you can change the image on this image view. Okay, but right now, even if you click this read the sign, you cannot move to this location. So we want to call this method when user click this button. So let's do that. Okay, so to do that, first we're gonna make another method and name this as select position. You can choose whatever name you want to, and also receive some parameter or argument here. And this time we want to receive string, and to receive string, you type like this in Kotlin. First, string name, a string or variable name. So you can choose whatever name you want. And this time, I think I'm gonna name this as a position, and then column, and then string, like this. In Java you type like yeah, it almost opposite, like a string position, right? And so we can get this position string, and we're gonna use this. And then in Java we make switch here, but in Kotlin we don't use switch. Instead you type like this, when, and inside position, and then first starting point. So you don't need to type like case, you just type string here, then a hyphen and greater than sign, and then result here. And in this case we want to call this starting point. Just a moment, I'm gonna explain how this works a bit later. So let me type first sign, and next condition is sign, and hyphen greater than sign, and sign. Okay, so like this. So at each location you get this text to this for next position string, and so we want to pass this string to this select position. In this case, if you are at the starting point, and if you click this fourth choice button 4, so it means this sign, and it's gonna pass this sign to this select position method, and this sign gets selected, and so this is gonna call this sign method. So you can kind of like a move to this sign method. But to do that, we need to add on-click listener on these 4 buttons. So that's what we're gonna do next. So let's go back to this game screen class, and here we're gonna add on-click listener to button 1 to 4. First, no, choice button 1 dot set on click listener. So just like we did for the start button, so it's the same basically. And so if user click this choice button 1, then okay, first let's call this select position method, this one, and pass that next position 1 value to this select position method or function, this one, if user click button 1. Okay, and let's copy this and paste 2, 3, 4. So if user click this choice button 2, then let's pass this next position 2 to this select position function, and 3, and 3, and 4, and 4. Okay, I think this works now, so let's check. Okay, start button, and let's click this delete sign. Okay, so now we can call this sign method. Okay, back, yeah, and we can also back to this point. Oh, okay, and yeah, again I forgot this again. So we want to change back this image again when we come back to this starting point. So let me do this first. So let's copy this and here, and change this image to trail. Okay, so right now we are at this starting point, and so automatically it set this next position, and so if you click button 4, this means next position sign. Button 4 means here, so on click listener 4, and so it's gonna pass this next position 4 to this select position function. So this gets next position 4, which means this one, sign. It gets sign, so this gets selected, and it's gonna call this sign method. And so if you click this back from this sign method, then yeah, it's gonna pass this starting point to this select position, and this starting point method gets called. Yeah, so it works like this. And if you don't wanna display these 3 buttons, then you can type like this: choice button 2 dot set visibility and view dot invisible, and also 3 4 3 and 4. Okay, need the sign, yeah. But if you go back, then yeah, we want to display these 3 buttons again. So yeah, you can type like this. Copy this, and not visible, but not invisible, but just visible. So change this to visible. Then yeah, this shows up again. But I think I just make a method here and name this as a show all buttons, and I'm gonna copy this or cut this and paste here, and also add bottom 1 just in case. And so whenever we want to show all the buttons, we just call this function. I think this is easier. Okay, so next time we're gonna go west. So make another function, and I'm gonna name this pipe, because you find a pipe. And we can just copy and change this to pipe image, and this text: you find a gigantic pipe. And the first choice is look inside, and the second is go back, and the third for nothing, and this is not necessary. And why there's no next position for actually these are not necessary, but I just want to keep them so it looks like yeah, everything looks the same. And if you look inside, so next position is front, and go back, then starting point. Okay, let's make another method. This time front. Okay, and let's copy this. So if you look inside, the program is gonna call this front method and change this image to front. Text is pilana. The spell is okay. Front is inside, and line break. Alas, you are eaten by it. And so you died, and nothing here. And okay, let's make the button 2 invisible. Okay, and nothing, and next location, next position is dead. So let's check, and before that let's add this pipe function and plant function here. So if next position was pipe, pipe method, call pipe method, and plant. Okay. I think this is okay, so let's check it. Okay, start, and let's go west. Okay, you find a gigantic pipe. If you go back, yeah, you can go back, and if you look inside, yeah, you die. Okay.